Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. More Pillage here as we have another scenario review for you, one that just kind of came out a little while back with some of the new scenery that they're providing for the game. So we have another sort of super mini expansion here. So this scenario is called Hecatomb, and it is a neat one involving, again, some of the new sort of market scatter terrain that they've come out with. So really neat here, and a smaller scenario too. So some of the games from the regular scenarios tend to be sort of medium-sized. This is actually a very small game as it's designed. So let's jump in. At the market of Brive-la-Gaillarde, everything is going smoothly. Children run between the stalls. Men and women haggle over goods of varying rarity. A fabric merchant is about to cut a piece of linen when suddenly a cry rings out. Then several more, and suddenly panic spreads throughout the market. A rival gang from the village has arrived to wreak havoc. The local men arm themselves to repel the attackers. So here they're just saying use generic armies, although again you can always make some variations on this one and create specific forces if you wanted to from the named factions. But here, no special characters apart from the chief, and no special equipment can be purchased. So the only equipment allowed here, very basic shield and spears. Nothing else is permitted. And all miniatures also have an improvised weapon as well. So, deployment. The defenders deploy 2 inches from the edge of the table at the start of the game. We'll see the map here in a minute, as do the merchants, each 2 inches from a stall. It is then the attacker's turn to deploy 2 inches from the opposite edge. The attackers have the initiative in the first round of play. This is a 6-turn game, so fairly short compared to some of the scenarios. Here we're just playing with basic weather, but if you want to play with other weather, of course, you can roll on the chart and figure out, what you got, whether it's wind, rain, snow, etc. Nighttime could be all kinds of different things. But ideally, this one's just meant to be a casual, keep it kind of simple scenario. The objective here is to inflict as much damage as possible on their opponent, so it's just a nice kill the other side kind of game. At the end of the game, count 1 victory point for each opponent's loss. The player with the most victory points wins at the end. The market square offers a number of opportunities to use the stalls and their contents in the ensuing melee. So, again, you got to have the right terrain for this, but this can be fun. Barrels can be knocked over and sent rolling up to 6 inches during the movement phase. To send a barrel rolling, a miniature must be in contact with it. Make a strength roll. On a 4-up, the roll is successful and the barrel is sent in the direction chosen by the player. Then a model hit by the barrel sent rolling must make an evasion roll. On a 5-up, it avoids the barrel. Move it so that's just narrowly avoiding it, then continue rolling the barrel up to 6 inches. If it encounters another model, repeat that. If the model fails to avoid the barrel, it immediately suffers a basic weapon hit, but the defense roll is still possible. So, kind of goofy, but given the sort of more basic and lighthearted nature of the scenario, it's kind of fun too. Now, if the barrel does encounter some other obstacle in the way, it does stop. But then we have pretty cool setup there that they have for that one. Grain sacks can be thrown to knock opponents down and stun them during the movement phase. To throw a grain sack, you got to be in contact, make a strength roll, 4-up it's successful, and it can be thrown 4 inches. Model knocked down. Let's see here. Model knocked down, and stunned by a grain sack. You can't perform any actions except defend against attacks until the start of the next turn. So that can be pretty deadly, especially if the opponent has some has like the upper hand on you or something like that. Just a nice way of sort of resetting things, slowing them down a little bit, maybe taking them out of action more or less for the turn and letting you focus up on some other opposing models, right? So if you can take out something and then maybe like double team another model or something like that, just to get some more kills quickly, you can kind of dictate the pace of the game. The market stalls can be used as a supply of projectiles, apples, bread, etc. Anything goes. So basically anyone who's in contact with a stall is having a sling, which can only be fired once during the shooting phase. Market stalls can be set on fire like any other flammable elements, though. Each stall must have within 2 inches of it a chest, 1 chest, 3 barrels, 2 sacks of grain, and 1 merchant as well. There's a well in the center, and you can take refuge in a well. Once in contact, you can jump in it. It will then spend the rest of the turn hidden inside, unable to perform any actions until its next movement phase, also unable to be targeted at all. During its next movement phase, the miniature will have the choice of remaining hidden or coming out. And to come out, you just place it in contact with the well, and then it will be able to move during the movement phase, like normal. Only one miniature will fit in a well. And then merchants, here a little typo on their part, but whatever. The merchant is played by the defending player. The merchant can't charge but can fight back if attacked. All other actions in the game are permitted. Merchants are basically just unarmored, 1 HP, no equipment. I think it is meant that they kind of have like an improvised weapon, but you can play it either way, I guess. And then finally, the map here. So again, not a big board for this, 24-inch total. Defender's area, attacker's area, and then sort of the market setup. Again, it's going to require a fair bit of terrain, but and just a lot of this like scatter terrain. But again, they do have kits out for that now, or if you have like STLs or whatever else, you can make it work. The map here, so 4 market stalls located in the center of a 16-inch wide area. The stalls are placed by the players in turn, and then a market stall can't be placed less than 4 inches from another stall. There is a well at the center, and if you want to add a little warmth to the game, you could place a few bread ovens on the game table as well if you wanted to go for that, which then could be also a source of potential fire if you wanted to play it that way. So all in all, pretty fun scenario. Probably not one for more like competitive-oriented setups, although you could take some ideas from that perhaps. But another fun little expansion for Pillage. Let us know in the comments, guys, if you've tried this one out yet. We're looking forward to getting that. We just got some of the scatter terrain on order, so we'll be sure to show that to you guys when we do get it in the mail. But let us know, again, if you've liked this scenario and if you've tried it already and how that's gone, any memorable moments from those games. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.